Hello everyone, this is Top 5 Best. Today in this video is make you hunger. Yes. In this video we going to looking a best cheapest food in this world. This is Top 5 Best. If you are new please subscribe and support us. Let's get started. Top 10 best cheapest food all around the world. Number 10. Shawarma, Oman. While its roots are in the Eastern Mediterranean, shawarma is one of Oman's most popular meals, and some shops sell thousands of portions each day. Marinated chicken, beef or mutton is spit roasted before being wrapped in bread with layers of salad. In the evening, shawarma shops teem with people tucking in at tables or queuing for bargain price takeaway orders. Number 9. Lunch packets, Sri Lanka. If you're a fan of fiery food, try a Sri Lankan lunch packet for the cheapest afternoon meal around. These packets, served between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., stacked up in towers of boxes outside stalls and cafés, tend to include steamed rice, curried meat or fish, vegetables and sambol, a coconut dish often sprinkled over meals. Try one and you'll feel like a real Sri Lankan local. Number 8. Tajin, Morocco. One of the most delicious dishes in Morocco, tajin is also fantastic value. Interestingly, the word tajin describes the vessel that the meal is cooked in, a tall, earthenware pot, rather than the food itself. Tajins tend to include slow-cooked red meat with dried fruit, vegetables and nuts, or chicken with lemons and olives, and can cost just 30 DH. It's a good idea to seek out small restaurants in the Medina for the best prices. Number 7. Ice cream, Cuba. Due in part to trade restrictions and food supply issues, Cuban cuisine doesn't tend to be as exciting as many of its Caribbean neighbors. Eating at local restaurants, outside of the most touristed areas, is certainly cheap, but it's rarely a gastronomical delight. But, for a mouth-watering, inexpensive treat, go to one of the popular Capilia ice cream shops. Here you can buy the sweet stuff for next to nothing. Number 6. Pho, Vietnam. Vietnam's delicious pho originated in Hanoi, where it was eaten for breakfast or as a late-night snack. During the partition of Vietnam, northern Vietnamese people escaping over the border brought pho to the south, and the southern Vietnamese added their own influences to the dish. Today, the warming broth is eaten at any time of day and is best bought from a hole-in-the-wall vendor, where it probably costs less than the raw ingredients back home. Number 5. Thali, India. One of the very best ways to enjoy India's delectable curries is with a thali. These platters tend to contain 3 different curries, plus a couple of other additions such as raita or curds, yogurt, pickles, or a sweet treat like gulab jamun, and invariably both rice and chapati. Not only does this mean that you get to try 3 curries in one, they're often a steal, sometimes costing just 100 Rs. Number 4. Fish and chips, England. Once a staple of the working classes, fish and chips can still be found the length and breadth of England and remains one of the country's best value meals. There's no better antidote to a cold, rainy walk than a steaming portion of fish and chips from the local chippy. Park yourself on a bench by the sea and gorge on thick batter, flaky fish and chunky chips doused in salt and vinegar. And don't forget the mushy peas. Number 3. Bunny chow, South Africa. The charmingly named bunny chow has an interesting history that has its roots in the Great Depression. At the time, a dried sugar bean curry made by an Indian caste known as Bania happened to be the cheapest meal in Durban. When the curry became popular with workers looking for a bargain lunch, it started being served in hollowed-out bread as a waste-free, on-the-go meal. As Chinese food was known as chow, the two combined, and, somehow, the name stuck. Number 2. Nasi goreng, Indonesia. Indonesia's popular stir-fried rice, nasi goreng, is cooked before your eyes at mobile stalls, kaki lima, and night markets across the country. Warring restaurants also dole it out cheap as anything. The fried rice, mixed with shreds of meat and vegetables and topped with a fried egg, is a filling way to fuel up before a day spent exploring. Number 1. Kaiten sushi, Japan. Japan is renowned for being expensive, but it's possible to get great-tasting food without burning a hole in your pocket. Chains such as Yo Sushi are relatively dear in the rest of the world, but Japan's Kaiten sushi restaurants, literally meaning rotation sushi, are some of the best and most economical places to dine out in the country. In many spots, dishes arrive for as little as 100 yen each. Just take your pick and stack your plates at the end of the meal. Thanks for watching. This is Top 5 Best. I appreciate you watch this video. Subscribe and support us.